Gorna Oryachovica is a town in North Bulgaria, nestling between the second longest river in Europe, the Danube, and one of the largest mountain ranges on the continent, Stara Planina, also known as the Balkan Mountains. The Balkan Peninsula is named after these mountains. Gorna Oryachovica is located along one of the rivers flowing into the Danube, the river Yantra, which originates from the Balkan Mountains. On leaving the last of the mountain slopes, the river flows into the Danubian plain. To the south of Gorna Oryachovica, you can find the so-called Turnovo Heights, standing tall and proud. These are a natural U-shaped rock formation open to the east. The river Yantra cuts through these heights, forming a scenic gorge which the locals call Dervent. The highest point above Gorna Oryachovica is the Kamaka Plateau, meaning the Rock Plateau, which offers a splendid view over the entire town. The first signs of human activity around these lands date from as far back as 8,000 years ago, long before the emergence of great civilizations of antiquity, such as the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Egyptians. From the 15th to the 19th century, Oryachovica grew to become an important commercial center in central North Bulgaria. Its population was hard-working and industrious, and numerous crafts flourished in the region. Leather manufacturers, goldsmiths and blacksmiths, among others. At the end of the 18th century, the markets of Gorna Oryachovica were famous throughout the region and became one of the main centers for trade between Europe and the Ottoman Empire. One of these markets was Sir Pazar, a cattle market which had been taking place every week to this very day. The most significant event in the history of Gorna Oryachovica made it a truly modern town. This was the opening of the railway station on the 8th of November 1899. At the opening ceremony for the new station, the ribbon was cut by King Ferdinand himself. The station is located right in the middle of the longest railway route in Bulgaria to this very day, the Sofia-Varna line. So Gorna Oryachovica entered the 20th century 52 days earlier than the rest of the world, by symbolically stepping boldly into the age of modernity, the age of the railway. Since then, for more than 100 years, Gorna Oryachovica station has been the biggest in North Bulgaria. Since January 2007, Bulgaria has been a full member of the European Union. This means new rules and strict regulations. The European Union is where the rights and freedoms of a person meet the rights and obligations of business. The Union pays particular emphasis to clear and unambiguous definitions and names, and to the regulation of trading practices. In December 2011, the first Bulgarian product to receive European protection was from Gorna Oryachovica. The European Register of Protected Designations of Origin lists a type of sausage called sujuk from Gorna Oryachovica as Gorno Oryachovski sujuk. But what actually is sujuk? It's a sausage made of dried raw meat, popular in all of Southeast Europe and the Middle East. Gorno Oryachovski sujuk is something entirely different. The name designates a type of salami which has endured in popularity over the centuries. It also has its traditions. The history of Gorna Oryahovsky sujuk begins in the Middle Ages. Back then, the locals discovered their own recipe for conserving meat. Incidentally, this task was facilitated not only by the ingenuity of local people, but also by the unique climatic conditions in the region. Favourable factors included the constant flow of soft air from the Balkan Mountains along the river Yantra. The earliest evidence for sujuk production dates back to Ottoman rule. Gorna Oryahovsky sujuk has been a favourite delicacy for generations of Bulgarians. We know firsthand that the recipes for masterpieces like this are kept secret everywhere. Unlike many other specialities, its recipe is no secret. The people of Gorna Oryahovica aren't afraid to share it. The sujuk could never be as good or delicious unless it was made right there in Gorna Oryahovica. Since sujuk is now a symbol not only of Gorna Oryahovica but of Bulgaria as a whole, it's only right to dedicate a special day to it. This is now a fact. Those who master the art of sujuk making demonstrate their skill. In the year 2013 alone, over 1.5 tons of sujuk was consumed at the feast. Over 2 tons of beer were poured out and drunk. More than 7,000 people took part in the celebrations. This tradition strives to set a new culinary record during the feast by making a giant sujuk. All local producers are involved in its preparation. It's then roasted and offered to the guests. In the meantime, different culinary competitions are organised in the town park, where various ethnic groups prepare dishes typical of their cultures. Some cities with an ancient history are so boring you'd never want to go back there. Some modern cities are so tiring that you're in a hurry to leave. Gorna Oryahovica offers an entirely different experience. It retains both its history and its modern character. It offers a pleasant atmosphere and friendly people. And of course, the famous sujuk.